What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. My Hero Academia, Season 4, Episode 1. It's been a while, but we're finally back on it. I've been told that a lot of people expect this episode to kind of be how the last couple first episodes of the seasons have started, with a lot of recap. I don't know if it's going to be kind of a new school year or whatever's new going on, but also us flashing back the entire episode, or it's going to be complete like filler flashback. I have no idea. Just a couple quick things. I don't know how many episodes we're getting, but if you guys know how many episodes we're getting for this season, let me know. I'm sure the entire season is going to be like 24, 25 episodes. If it's going to be more, let me know. But are we doing those episodes 24 straight weeks in a row? Are they going to split it? Are we going to get like 12 and they're going to take like a 3-6 months break and get 12 again? If you have any of that information, let me know. And if you have any reliable websites for it, let me know. Right now I'm watching it on YouTube, which hopefully will go good, but I feel like if you don't get to the episodes on YouTube immediately, they'll be taken down by the time you try to get back to them. And this is a big season for My Hero Academia, I feel. I know this information that we're about to get has been covered in the anime already, so you guys probably already know the answers to these questions that I'm about to ask. But My Hero Academia has gotten a lot, and I mean a lot of hype, and it's been put on like a real big pedestal. And when you have that, it comes with a lot of hype, and then you also have a lot of like blowback and negativity. Whether the negativity, it's like with anything that gets popular, you're gonna have people, I don't know if you want to call it edgy or going against the grain. You know how there's like always a critic for things. But My Hero Academia, it just exploded to the point where people were starting to put it in the discussion of like the big three of animes and mangas being Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Bleach. I mean, not Bleach, One Piece. People were already ready to crown it as like the next best anime. You know, they were putting it there. So instead of the big three, they were already including My Hero Academia as part of like a big four. And a lot of that rides on this season, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of negativity, but the positive has just been out the roof for My Hero Academia as a whole. I mean, people love it. It's real flashy. You know, you've got the crazy abilities, likable characters. But I will say this season is going to be big, because even I can see that I feel like we're gonna go one direction this season, or we're gonna go the other. Either it is gonna take off and go into that like untouchable realm of amazingness, put it up there with the Naruto's, the One Piece, the Dragon Ball, or it's just gonna teeter and go the other way and just be a good watchable anime. I feel like what it's lacking for, like, I love it, but I will say, I feel like the reason we love it though is because of the abilities and the quirks and the fights. Looking like taking a step back, like I enjoy My Hero Academia a lot, but I feel like it's an enjoyable watch, but it hasn't taken me to that next like deep level of like thought and emotion into it. We haven't had, and maybe this isn't the direction they're going, so it doesn't matter. I feel like we haven't had that, like, we haven't had a major death. There's never been really major consequences. We got introduced to All Might already weakening, having consequences from a battle he already had. So like we didn't build up that emotional connection to see him at the top and then fall. He was already like beginning to fall. We just knew of All Might as what he was, like the symbol of peace. But Deku's just out there ruining his body, and yeah, we've seen some things, some physical drawbacks because of it, but it's still him, you know. A kid gets granted pretty much the power to have, and he always comes out on top. None of the kids ever die or get seriously injured. And I feel like that's what we have to see this season. For it, in my opinion, to like take that next level, because right now it's just a watchable, enjoyable anime, and I like it, and I like watching it, and it's flashy. You know, Todoroki's got his flash, and Bakugo does his stuff, and Deku's ability with the lightning and the full cowling, it's visually great and stunning. But like story wise, I feel like it could take a step up with emotion and consequences and lives on the line, you know? And now that All Might is removed from the picture, they don't have an ultimate trump card or an easy escape button or somebody's going to come save them. So, with that, are we going to see heroes taken out? I mean, Jesus, last season we saw Best Jeanist get a 12-inch hole put in his stomach. We come to find out that man's alive and fine. So just things like that is kind of where it's like I'm still gonna watch it. I enjoy watching it. It's flashy. It's great. You know, it takes off that like that pop culture wise. Like, you know, it's a good anime to watch. But is it going to take me? And I want to see like the storytelling aspect, the emotions, the consequences. What happens if this happens? Could this person really die? Like, what it like? Are you going to take me into that like Attack on Titan story level? Um, like, are we going to go into that like deep Naruto people dying level, or are we just going to be just a good anime? And if that's all they're planning to do, then it's great, you know. I just know My Hero Academia has a lot of hype, and I feel like this season is a big decider where we rank My Hero after this, because it's going to be successful regardless. People love it, but as far as where does it rank all time, I feel like this is a very big important season. So we've been talking for 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and do this. We're watching it on YouTube, so I don't know really where to sync it up. I'm going to watch the opening. I'm going to watch the ending from beginning to end. So we're right at the beginning. My Hero Academia, Season 4, Episode 1. I'm not expecting anything too crazy. It's probably going to be a lot of recap. But we'll go ahead and do it. We are pressing play, 0 seconds in on the episode right now. Here we go. Yo, that looks extremely bright on my screen. I might need to dim this down a little bit. It looks really bright. I would hate to get a copyright strike on the very first episode. One for all. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a lot of like character names and recap and abilities, like we did with last season. I'm interested to see this new opening and new opening soundtrack. And Endeavor is that dude right now. He's the number one. I want to see more of the big three. I forget their names. I actually want to Google that real quickly, because I feel the feeling they're going to play an important part this season, I would hope. And I want to make sure I have their names down. Okay, new opening, new soundtrack. So Miro. Is that how we pronounce his name? Miro? Miro is the guy. Hado is the girl. Hado. And Tamaki is the dude. The Sasuke lookalike. Alright, let's do it though. Yeah, there they are right there. What the fuck is that big blob? So these are all here. So that big blob we saw from the preview was on the hero side. At least that's what they made it seem right there. And then the guy with the glasses, we were referring to him as Sir? Or Boss? Or Mister? overhaul. And this girl right here, I want to know what part she plays in this season. Is she just a little girl like Kota was? Like, she doesn't hold any weight to the story, or like, is the story really like revolved around her, protecting her for whatever reason? An ability, a future ability. Alright, let's do it. Opening, it was solid. Solid opening. Hadouken. Symbol of peace. I wonder if he ends up breaking out. You have a feeling All for One has to end up getting released, right? Why keep him alive if, story wise, if he doesn't get broken out, you know? They could have just killed him instead of locking him in a basement, story wise. I have a feeling he'll get broken out. He's referring to someone. Who's it gonna be? I mean, we know. Yes, he's already decided. Sir. Oh, he's All Might's former sidekick. Okay. Sir Knight? I? So they know it's somebody at UA in Class 1A. So they've narrowed it down close, but they don't have an exact name. So there's no way they'll be able to get in there. And they live on the dorms now. Mm-hmm. The Scoop, Class 1A. He's still freaking out about her. Jesus Christ, take it easy. We don't even know if he's actually like not a villain or anything like that. It could just be his way to get in closer. Hmm. Yeah, Aizawa, keep your eyes on this dude. He's keep both eyes on that dude. I mean, we know what he's there for, to find, the next All Might. But just given how many times the villains have infiltrated, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude is working with the League of Villains, or he's got some side motive, like if we can find the next All Might and take his ass out before he becomes All Might. But maybe I'm just digging too deep. But with the history that they have, you got to keep eyes on these, dude. Okay, yeah, here we go. We're gonna get recap of everything. I see. Chuckle. Kaminari. God, Kaminari could be so OP. Why y'all gotta hold him back? Let my man fly. I always forget his name. Coda. Baby Hulk. Shoji. Our Invisible Girl. Didn't we have a big question last season when she used that light refractory? So light's not passing through her because she was able to reflect it. But then, so her organs and everything else aren't invisible. Or because we'd see right through it. Homegirl right here. Which means you think she'd be able to turn it on and off, no? I don't know. There he is. Get him, Mineta. Is that everybody? Oh no. How did we forget about Best Girl here? Best Girl for sure. Actually, Momo and Sue are definitely tied for Best Girls. Dang, he's narrowing it down real quick. He's gonna say Todoroki. Why? Okay, he's narrowing it down real quick. He's not even considering Deku. How the fuck is he deducting so quick? We went from a pitch meeting to okay, it's got to be a new All Might to okay, it's at UA. Okay, it's Class 1A. All right, boom, got it. That was easy. Got that done real quick. The story is done. He's got the scoop. Took him half a day. Just walk around town getting free stuff. He's not the #1 hero anymore, though. Did they decide to do what did they decide to do with Endeavor, the like hero council? Did they decide to go forward with propping up Endeavor as the new like symbol of peace #1 hero, or did they still decide he's not what we need to portray? Hmm? Is that the one we always see him watching? Did his father not make it? And that's why he's a villain? Is that the one we always see him watch on the TV? No, this is completely different. He's got a cape on here. Okay, maybe he's not a villain, but I look at everybody with the side eye until further notice. Every time we get Deku like talking over the story, because he's telling his story, he's narrating it from an older version. What the fuck? Holy shit. That's convenient as hell. For his profession. Not for anything hero wise. Jesus. That's perfect for him. This dude is awfully good with his assumptions. Well, his job is done. He's got the answers. Say no. Don't let that man just walk out of there with that information. He's going to be even more targeted than he already is. When this thing hits the fan, the papers. I guess we can trust him. I don't know, but for now he's alright until we see further notice. Maybe he is a genuine guy. Or maybe we see at the end of this episode he shows up at that bar and he's over there like, "Yep, got his ass." But see, we're getting older Deku speaking right now. I can't wait to see what he looks like older. I wonder if we're there in the manga yet. I doubt it. Cuz I'm sure like this it's his story. Like, I feel like we're never going to catch up until he finally becomes the hero. He's got that bass in his voice. I want to see what he physically looks like. Oh fuck, here we go. Please say you didn't. Oh wow. Yes, he is being genuine. Okay, let's watch this ending real quick here. I don't know if it's gonna include any spoilers, but let's check it out. Solid episode. Yeah, we got recap, which My Hero Academia does that a lot. I feel like every first episode and here's this girl again. So she's going to be very crucial and important to the story. This isn't just another Kota that's going to hold weight for 3 episodes and then like we move on. She was in the trailer preview, she's in the opening, she's been the main focus of the ending. I wonder why though. Clearly she has some kind of quirk. She's got horns coming out of her head. But it looks like she's being protected. Why though? Did she just happen to be a girl that got caught in the middle of the street when the villains were attacking? Are the villains after her? Here she goes again, looking like her mom's been killed. Overhaul and her have some kind of like connection going on here. And I have no idea what it is. But yeah, for the most part, pretty solid episode. We didn't get anything new or crazy. There's Mira, best boy. I still don't trust that newspaper dude, but he's giving me no reason not to. He didn't even like leak the story. Is there an? Oh yeah, we don't do episode previews out here. That was the. Is this a after episode? Or is this a episode preview? I don't know. I've already started watching 10 seconds of it. Is that it? Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is episode preview. All right, cool, cool, cool. We close that. But yeah, solid for the most part. It was an opening episode. We didn't get anything too crazy. It looks like the season is going to, I don't want to say revolved around that girl, but she's going to play a very, very important part. What it might be, I don't know. Do they want her quirk to steal it for some reason? I doubt they're going to recruit a little girl to end up being a villain. So what is what's her purpose to the story? What's her importance, purpose, and her quirk that would make her, I guess, so sought after? Again, I don't know. She just happened to be a girl that got caught up in the street. And Deku's like, oh, it's my duty to protect her, and she just keeps getting caught up, and he keeps having to protect her, or she's being sought out for some reason. I want to see more of the big three, especially Miro. I mean, I'm all about it. You guys know this from my Hunter x Hunter when I talk about favorite characters in Naruto and stuff. Any kind of time, space, slip through dimensions, have your own pocket dimension. Obito, I slip through things. Miro, like, those abilities are always, like, my favorite. Nove in Hunter x Hunter, Obito and Naruto, and now Miro. I just love that shit. So he's definitely, like, I don't want to say he's surpassed, kind of like Todoroki as my favorite. But he's up there, and I feel like if I see more of him, I'll definitely like him. What I'm hoping for this season, what I'm hoping doesn't happen, is a Naruto Shippuden type thing where all of our favorite characters either get written out or all of a sudden become weaker or take a back seat, and it just ends up being, of course it's going to be Deku, but it's just going to be like a Deku and Bakugo kind of keep getting stronger and stronger type thing, and then maybe Todoroki even falls slightly behind, or kind of, Todoroki's too big of a fan favorite, I feel like, to slide by the wayside. But I hope, like, Kaminari, Sue, Momo, like, they'll have their cool, quirky moments, but as far as them really, like, taking that next step, I don't know if we're going to get a Naruto Shippuden moment where, like, Neji and Rock Lee and Gaara and, like, all them, like, they might as well not even be included in the story. Maybe we'll go that route, maybe we won't. I'll be interested to see how that goes. Definitely Miro, I want to find out more about him. So Sir Night Eye, I think is his name, used to be All Might's sidekick, and he says they don't talk anymore because of, like, a disagreement they had, or they just don't talk anymore. And then seeing the League of Villains, I'm very, very curious on Overhaul's ability. I feel like that's going to be kind of a big thing when we find that out. Kind of like Stains was. Like, you didn't know at the time, you just knew it was fucking people up. So, I want to see what it is, what it has to offer. Of course, getting introduced to new heroes with new abilities and new villains and new abilities is always cool. Getting to see new abilities translated on screen. So yeah, new villains, new heroes. What importance does that girl hold? What's Overhaul's abilities? How are the characters written? Do Deku and Bakugo just kind of take the lead in the storytelling, and everybody else kind of they don't become weaker, but they are made weaker. And just kind of how it goes from there. And I guess that's about it. Solid first episode. I know there's a lot of hype, so, like, when people see a lot of recap, it's like, oh, damn it, like, get to the good stuff, which is kind of how, like, I am too. By the way, it wasn't a terrible, terrible recap episode, only because I didn't know what to make of that camera guy. I don't know if he was faking being a newspaper editor and then was going to run over to the League of Villains and be like, I got it. It's Deku. Let's take his ass out. But they already kind of knew that, though. All For One already called out. He's like, Izuku Midoriya, that's the one you've chosen to pass the power to. But he didn't have anybody else around him when he kind of, like, declared or made that assumption. Or maybe he had already been discussing that with Shigaraki and some of the others. But I'm pretty sure they know Deku's the one they need to take out, and he's probably the next successor. But not everybody knows that, you know. So if he went around and, like, posted that in the papers and everything, who knows, like, what that would have done would have put a lot of pressure on him, and it just a shitstorm. And then what does the hero kind of like association and the police decided to do? Are we running with Endeavor now? Like, is he the face of the heroes that we're going with, or have they still decided like he has the skill to be it, but he doesn't have it? I mean, you know what I'm like talking about there. But yeah, solid. I'm gonna put this up right now. It's 2:15 p.m. Hopefully you guys should see this by 3 with this new super laptop we got going here. And that's gonna be our new upload schedule. So I talked to you guys about this. We're gonna be taking off a Hunter x Hunter episode just so I can stay sane. And make sure I get all the videos up to you guys. I don't get paid for this shit, so I can't do 7 episodes. I can't do 7 days a week or multiple episodes of things in a day. So our new upload schedule until I either finish Code Geass or until I either finish My Hero Academia, whether they give us 12 and take a break or the full 24. Monday Hunter x Hunter, Tuesday Code Geass, Wednesday Hunter x Hunter, Thursday Code Geass, Friday off, Saturday My Hero Academia, Sunday off. So we'll go with that. Patreon this week. Tuesday you guys will see Code Geass Season 2 Episode 1, and then Thursday will be Episode 2. Hunter x Hunter Episode 104 is coming out on Monday, and 105 is coming out on Wednesday. And I think we're having another Twitch live watch party with Episode 110. So, probably like the week of Halloween, we'll have another live watch party on Twitch to Episode 110 and 111 for Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, I'll catch y'all Monday, and if you're only here for the My Hero Academia, catch you next Saturday. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,